Well, Chris Bosh and Dwyane Wade were both held scoreless during that run that the Heat had last night, 33-5. Here's the question. I'll turn to you, Stephen A., because you mentioned this throughout the show. How much do the Heat need Bosh and Wade in order to win the title this year?
Well, they will need them in this series, one would assume, because San Antonio is going to figure it out. But let's give credit where credit is due. They weren't needed last night. This is the game of basketball. You've got to find a hot hand. And when you find two dudes that are hot, whether it be Mario Chalmers with Ray Allen with Mike Miller with Mario Chalmers, and you've got a catalyst like LeBron feeding the way and captaining the ship, you don't need those guys. You don't need them. I'm telling you right now, if you're out on a basketball court and somebody has a hot hand and you decide not to get them the ball, it's a fight that takes place. What is the matter with you? It's understood in the game of basketball. If you have the hot hand, you go to the hot hand. If you go away from the hot hand, there's going to be a problem. A problem. That is the way that it goes, okay? So all of this stuff about Dwyane Wade not scoring. Let me tell you something. I'm the guy that said Dwyane Wade had to step up. He's being paid over $100 million. Chris Bosh has to step up. He's being paid over $100 million. Don't you think I would have been the first dude here that's saying, wait a minute, where the hell were they? No. The way Ray Allen and Mike Miller and Mario Chalmers were stroking that basketball last night, it was one of those games you didn't need them. Mario Chalmers had 25 in Game 4 last year's NBA Finals. Nobody was thinking about anybody. Nobody was thinking about anybody else. I was so proud of you for being there. But nobody was thinking about it. Why? Because he had a good game. That's what happens. Now, that's not going to be the series. Now, if this happens, Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, all of a sudden you're looking at D. Wade and Chris Bosh, you say, how come you're not having that kind of hot streak? Yeah. But for one game, come on, y'all. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. That's basketball.
I know the feeling, Carrie. Sometimes I have the hot hand over here, and he just keeps talking.
Is that
true?
And talking. Does that happen?
Yes.
I'm
still waiting for Skip Bayless to win a debate. He hasn't won one in a year.
Since you've been here.
Go ahead. That's right.
What happened throughout the finals last year? Game 2, the big turnaround game at Oklahoma City. Battier made 5 threes, and now he's, you want to talk about APB? He can't even get off the bench now.
I saw him at dinner, though.
Oh, well, then that's all that matters.
Yeah,
you saw him at dinner?
I saw him at Prime, 112.
Oh, good.
Saturday. He was there, in case you were...
You're seeing BC.
Yeah, exactly. Very fancy.
Yeah, okay. He did finally make it 3 late in the game last night. As you point out, Mario Chalmers, 25 in Game 4, and then Mike Miller made 7 threes in the closeout game. Those guys are capable, and they didn't even have Ray Allen last year, and now they got him, and he's very capable. I agree with all that. In the end, though, this series will probably be won and lost by the big 3. That was an anomaly last night. I don't think we're going to see a 33-5 run in this series with no Dwyane Wade. And I'm going to bring it up again. Are we sure he didn't get tweaked on his good knee when Ginobili fell on?
We're not sure about that.
I'm not sure.
Fact, we believe that it was the knee that had been bothering him that got tweaked. Nevertheless, you're the Miami Heat. He still came back in the game at some point during the fourth quarter, Skip. The point that I'm trying to make is that it's great that other guys stepped up. It's incredibly important that they did that, and that's a beautiful thing. But in the end, what it comes down to more so than anything else is that you're going to need contributions from other people than your big 3 just to pose the threat. Just for the San Antonio Spurs to sit back and say, we got to watch them. They're on the court right now. Yeah. See, you don't have to watch Battier right now. He got damn near standing ovation last night because he finally hit a shot. Yeah. Because he's been struggling. Sometimes that happens. You struggle to find your shot. You got to shoot your way out of it. Ray Allen, the most prolific shooter in NBA history, found his way out of it right now, it seems, at the right time.
Okay, the great irony of this discussion is Danny Green had a career game last night. Made 5 out of 5 threes, plus another shot to go 6 out of 6, 17 points. You think he can repeat that again in Game 3?
I don't think he'll have to.
Well,
the fact is that, again, he's hitting his shots, but at the same time, he recognizes, I spoke to him after the game as well as the rest of the players, that you got to have those contributions. If I'm Greg Popovich, man, a guy like Dwyane Blair, he's coming into the game. A guy like Matt Bonner, he's coming into the game. Even a Tracy McGrady, he's coming into the game.
I hope not. I'm not there yet.
Well, let me say this to you. It depends. Again, I'm not saying that you put him into the game to compromise yourself. I'm saying if you have a guy like Manu Ginobili who continues to compromise you, we all know what Manu Ginobili is capable of doing in big moments. We've seen him do it time and time again. No matter what, he's Hall of Fame consideration at the very least because he's a big-time player. But that doesn't mean he's not playing like garbage right now. Right now, with the championship on the line. This is no time to go MIA. This is no time for that. The only MIA that should apply to you is
where we're at.
for Miami, which is where we're at.
Yeah.
That's it. You cannot have somebody being a no-show. And if they are a no-show, maybe the fire that needs to be lit under Manu Ginobili is for him to ride the bench just a little bit longer than he's accustomed to.
Maybe.
So you can send him that kind of, because he's got that kind of pride, and he will stand up and respond. I'm not used to seeing him play as bad as I saw last night. You have people in the arena saying Manu Ginobili is done, he's finished, and I think that's
Who's saying that?
I think that's very
Heat fans.
Well,
They wish.
No, not as Heat fans, but some aficionados. It wasn't me, but I'm not going to put their name on Front Street. I'm
Go
just
ahead.
telling you that's what they were saying. The point
No,
is,
go ahead.
you can't have that. You got to respond if you're Manu Ginobili. You got to respond.
Okay,
to
bottom
that.
line, Tim Duncan described his game last night as awful.
Yes,
You knew.
and
Thank
we
you.
know he doesn't say that
And
about
Manu
himself
said we will
twice.
run
No.
over.
He doesn't
Meanwhile,
say that
let's
about
talk
himself
about
twice.
Game 3, ladies and gents. Stephen